My name is Aonesti Williams, a Black woman and third-year medical student at Indiana University School of Medicine, and this is my elevated story. For me, that was a really difficult path. It was really difficult just because I had never seen anyone do it. I would tell people all the time, like, yes, I want to go to medical school. I want to be a doctor. I want to do this. And they would just like look at me and be like, yeah, good for you. But you could tell these people really did not believe in me. They didn't think that this young Black girl from practically nothing. Uh, I grew up in a family on welfare, and I had these big dreams of wanting to be a doctor. But there were so many obstacles in my way that I didn't even realize at such a young age. I didn't know. I just told myself, this is what you're going to do. This is what you want to do. So it was a lot of like trial and error, a lot of having help. I needed help. I had a mentor who saw me through high school, and she was just there for me. She's not in medicine or anything. She runs a nonprofit organization in Columbus, and she is literally the reason that I went to the college that I chose. She helped me financially, mentally, emotionally. She was always there for me. And for people like me who don't have any other role models, um, that have been there consistently and can really show me that path to medicine, that was super important and super valuable for me, because she set me up with being able to go to college. And then when I went to college, I found the resources in college to help me get to medical school. So I think for me, it was just always, who's going to help you? Who can help you? What resources are there to help you? Because I already started at a disadvantage, not only being a minority, being low income, being a woman at that. It was just, there were already a lot of those like social barriers in my way and cultural barriers. But it was no reason for me to make any more excuses for myself. I had to kind of use my circumstances to motivate me and push me and be like, yeah, a lot of people don't look like me or come have my background even. But this is what I want to do. And if I want to do it, I can do it. It really made me think about a lot of things. Um, it was just, I can't, everything has been so expensive up until this point. Everything, whether it was taking the MCAT, studying for the MCAT, actually going my post-bac program, I had to take out loans for that. Being in medical school and being out of state, oh my, it can't even talk about the knee deep loans that I'm in right now. But it was actually really mind blowing. I had to take a step back and realize how much debt I was going to be in. It definitely weighed on me that I was paying all of this, and what if it doesn't work out? But I wouldn't let my financial situation be a reason as to why I can't achieve my goals, because I would never want to look back and be like, dang, I wish I would have done that. I wish I would have stepped out on that and stepped out on faith and seen what could happen to me during that time. I never want to be the person to look back and regret a decision that I made. So just had to keep looking forward. I had two experiences that were very vastly different when it came to oncology and medicine in general, that not only piqued my interest in medicine, but has piqued my interest in oncology as well. My aunt was actually given 3 months to live. She had a brain tumor, and we had no idea that this was even going on inside of her, and there were no symptoms, no signs of anything. And one day she went to the emergency room for a headache and came out diagnosed with a brain tumor, and that she wouldn't live past 3 months. And so that was like super traumatic for my family and me to go through, especially during my big transition from high school to college. But her care actually inspired me during the time. And then there was also an instance, my best friend of 10 years, she actually died 2 years ago because of a brain tumor as well. And her story was a little different, vastly different. After diagnosed, it was about a year and a half after, that's when she died. But she had to go through two brain surgeries, some radiation, some chemo, and it was just a very hard and long time for her. And she died at the age of 24. They were not showing any empathy at all. They basically couldn't tell my friend's mom that her daughter was dying in front of her. They wouldn't tell her. She never knew what was going on. She felt so hopeless and just didn't really know what to do. And I felt that with her. And being my best friend, and we really not knowing what's going on at the time was very hard. And it took me to a place of, wow, I cannot let this happen. I cannot let families feel like this, because her mom is going to remember that for the rest of her life. So these two experiences are vastly different, but they all speak to the same song. It's just how you treat people during these times matters. It matters. It makes a difference, and we have to be a part of the push for changing it and making sure that everyone feels loved and cared for during these times, especially during the hardest times of their life.